hiding.
And of course, we fight outside today. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Only catching air with that hook. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. What do we expect to see here in round two? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Oh, what a punch! They miss with the jab. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kovalev. On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. highlight reel knockout. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. Defense is not an option for these two. That counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
Unbelievable heart, knockdown.
There's the bell to start round 4. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one out. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice job blocking the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Does not score. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. We go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Bombs away. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Holding nothing back here in the round. These two fighters are made for one another. exchange punches. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Good counter punch. Lucky that hook didn't score. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. Here we go in the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up? Oh, wait a minute! Kovalev is dazed. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Solid punch. That hook won't score. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. Throws a jab but does not score. Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be. there's the bell for round 8. And Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. That time counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Missing with the hook. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is...